Hello everyone, welcome to Hopeful Turns. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern for this crochet holly leaves and berries. Now this will make for a beautiful Christmas decoration. You can use them as an applique or you can use them as gift tags. It will look really beautiful if you use them on a Christmas card just to make it extra special. Now if you see here, this here is the holly leaf that we will be making, and this is the berry that will go along with it. Okay, so let's see the materials first. Now for this pattern, you can use any weight yarn. You just have to use the recommended hook size. Just remember, the thicker the yarn, the bigger the hook size and bigger the holly leaves. For my particular, for this particular pattern, I have used some sport weight yarn. So this is a thinner one. And with that, I have used a size C or a 2.75 mm crochet hook. Okay, so this is the yarn and the needle size. Apart from that, you would require a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. So these are the materials that you would require. Now if you're looking for some other Christmas ornaments or decoration, I do have a few on my channel. So I'll put a playlist link in the description box as well as on the I button that is coming up here. If you're interested, you can check that out. Now if you're ready, we can get started. So we'll start this pattern by making a slip knot first. So make your slip knot and then we will put 11 chain stitch. So chain 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so here we have got our 11 chain stitch. We will start the first round. So for first round, what we'll do is we will skip the very first chain stitch here and put a single crochet in the next two stitches. So skipping one stitch into your second stitch from the hook, start with a single crochet. In the next stitch also, I'm going to put just one single crochet. So put one single crochet in the next stitch as well. Now we'll put one half double crochet in the next two stitches. So make a half double crochet. So this is my first half double crochet, and in the next stitch also I'm going to put a half double crochet. So here I have put two half double crochet. Next I'm going to put one double crochet each in the next two stitches. So put a double crochet, one double crochet each in the next two stitches. So this was one. In the next stitch also I'm going to put a double crochet. Next I'm going to put one half double crochet each in the next two stitches. So here is my first half double crochet. In the next stitch also I'm going to put a half double crochet like this. We have last two stitches left. So in the second last stitch I'm going to put just one single crochet here, and now we have just the last stitch left. So into the last stitch put three single crochets. So we'll put three single crochet here. So into the last stitch, three single crochet, one in the same stitch, another one, and the third one. So all three single crochet will go into the very last stitch. Now we'll turn our work. So this was so far like this. I'm turning my work here and I'm going to work in these loops in the next half. So once your last stitch is done, come to your next stitch, this stitch here, and when I'm doing the stitches, I'm going to take this along with me. I'll crochet on top of this so that I don't have to weave this in later. So into the next stitch, make just one single crochet. In the next two stitches, I'm going to put one half double crochet each. So put one half double crochet. This is one. In the next stitch, also a half double crochet. In the next two stitches, I'm going to put one double crochet each. So this is a double crochet. And in the next stitch also, I'm going to put a double crochet like this. In the next two stitches, I'm going to put one half double crochet each. So this is my first half double crochet. In the next stitch also, I'm going to put a half double crochet. In the next two stitches, I'm going to put one single crochet each. So a single crochet here, and in the very last stitch also I'm going to put a single crochet. So that completes our round 1. Now before moving on to round 2, we will make a small stem. So for that, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to work back making slip stitches in the 5 stitches. So skipping the first stitch, into the second stitch, make a slip stitch and go down along this row. So make 5 slip stitch. 1 is made. This is my second slip stitch. 2, another 1, 3, 4, and 1 more, 5. So I have put 5 slip stitches for the small stem. So round 1 and stem is done. We will move on to round 2. So for round 2, we'll just now directly go on to the first stitch of round 1, and we are going to start with a slip stitch. So find the first stitch. So this is our first stitch. I'm going to start with a slip stitch. So that will kind of attach the stem also. So I've started with a slip stitch. Into the next stitch, make a single crochet. So I'm going to put a single crochet, and then I'm going to do a small picot. So for that, I'm going to do chain 2. So once a single crochet is made, make 2 chain stitch, chain 2, and then put a slip stitch into the first chain stitch. So this is my first chain stitch. There I'll go and make a slip stitch like this. Now go back into the same stitch and make a single crochet. So where we had put our first single crochet, there itself you have to put 1 more single crochet. So here I have made single crochet, picot, and a single crochet. So all of this has gone in the same stitch. Once this is done, into the next 2 stitches, make slip stitches. So 1 slip stitch. In the next stitch also, I'll put a slip stitch like this. Next, in the next stitch, we'll make a half double crochet. So make a half double crochet. Again, we're going to make a picot. So chain 2, 1, 2. Go back into the first chain stitch and make a slip stitch. So slip stitch into the first chain stitch. Now make a single crochet into the same stitch. So where a half double crochet was, in that same stitch I'm going and making a single crochet. So that is done. In the next 2 stitches, put 1 slip stitch each. So I'm going to put a slip stitch 1, and in the next stitch also I am putting a slip stitch 2. Once this is done, in the next stitch make a single crochet. Again make a picot. So chain 2, come back to the first chain stitch and slip stitch. So that will complete your small picot stitch, and then put a single crochet into the same stitch. So where we had put our first single crochet, in that same stitch I have put another single crochet. Once this is done, in the next 2 stitches put 1 single crochet each. So I'm going to put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So this is 1, and here is our second single crochet. Alright, now we have reached the very center. So when you reach the next stitch, we will make a double crochet. So make a double crochet here. So this is my double crochet. Now here we are going to make a little bit bigger picot stitch. So for that, once you make a double crochet, make 3 chain stitch, 1, 2, 3, okay, and then skip the first stitch and into the second stitch make a slip stitch. So skipping first stitch, into the chain stitch we are making a slip stitch. So in the second stitch we had put a slip stitch. Into the third chain stitch I'm going to make a single crochet. So on the chain stitch we have put a slip stitch and a single crochet. So once this is done, where you have put your double crochet, that same stitch, the very center stitch, you're going back and making a half double crochet. So make a half double crochet into the same stitch where you had put a double crochet. So into the very center stitch we had put a double crochet, 3 chain stitch, then we had put a slip stitch and a single crochet on the chain stitch. We have come back and made a half double crochet. Once this is done, make slip stitches in the next 2 stitches. So make 2 slip stitches, one here, in the next stitch also put a slip stitch. Then make a single crochet in the next stitch. So I've put a single crochet. We'll make a mini picot, so make 2 chain stitch, chain 2 and slip stitch into the first chain stitch like this. Come back and make a single crochet in the same stitch. So single crochet, picot and single crochet have gone here. Then make slip stitches in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Okay, now in the next stitch make a half double crochet. So I have put a half double crochet. We will make a small picot, so chain 2, slip stitch into the first chain stitch like this. Go back and make a single crochet this time. So half double crochet, picot and a single crochet all go in the same stitch. In the next 2 stitches put 1 slip stitch each, 1 and 2. In the next stitch make a single crochet, picot and a single crochet. So here I've put a single crochet, chain 2, slip stitch into the chain 1 like this and make again a single crochet in the same stitch like this. Now make 1 slip stitch into the very last stitch. So I'm putting a slip stitch here, and with that this is done. At this point I'm just going to cut my yarn here. So I'll just take my yarn and cut a long tail. So depending if you are planning to attach it somewhere, cut a long tail. And there are leaf, a holly leaf is ready. Now we'll weave this in later. Okay, now let's see how to make the berries. So for that I have taken a red color yarn here, and we will start it off by making a magic circle first. So this is how I like to make my magic circle. I'll take the yarn, and when you're making this, just leave a long tail at the end so that we can use this to attach the berries to the holly leaves. So I'm starting by making a loop over my finger like an X. I'll take this loop out, take your hook, pass your hook through this loop here and pull your working yarn through. So this here is your magic circle. Now if you want some more help with the magic circle, you can click on the link that is coming up here. I have a very detailed tutorial on how to do the magic circle. Okay, so your magic circle is ready. We'll start by making 1 chain stitch, chain 1, and then put 6 single crochet into the magic circle. So I'm going to put 6 single crochet into the magic circle. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So round 1 we have chain 1 and 6 single crochet in the magic circle. After this I'm just going to pull on this end to close this. Alright, we'll move on to round 2. So round 2 we are directly going on top of the 6 stitches of the round 1. So round 2 we are directly starting on top of the first single crochet of round 1. So go there and make 1 single crochet. So we'll start round 2 making 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. So again we'll have to put 6 single crochet. So this here is 1. Come to your next stitch, again put a single crochet, 2. This is my 3rd single crochet, 3, 4, 5 and 1 more we'll put. So that will finish off round 2. So round 2 again we'll have 6 single crochet. We have just 1 last round left. So in round 3 we'll again put 1 single crochet in each of these stitches. So again we are going to put 6 single crochet. Now this can get a little bit tighter. So just make 1 single crochet in each of the 6 stitches. So 1, come to your next stitch, make a single crochet, 2. If you want you can flip it over, that is what we'll be doing. So 2 single crochet is done. Find your next stitch. This here is my next single crochet. This is 3. Again make a single crochet into the next stitch. 4, 5, and one more I'll put to finish off round 3. So this is my 6th single crochet. So we have just made 3 rounds. All the 3 rounds are going to have 6 single crochet. At this point I'm just going to flip this over. So you have to make this inside out. So just turn it. Okay, so we have 3 rounds of 6 single crochet each. At this point you can just cut your yarn. So I'm just going to cut it off. Now what we'll do is we'll first of all close off the magic circle that we are having. Okay, so find the center one and make sure that it is nicely tightly closed. Now we will just turn this into a circle. So for that I'm just going to take my yarn needle and attach this end, the end that we have cut. So here I have attached my darning needle. Now what I'll do is I'll pass the needle through all the 6 single crochet stitches of the last round, and I'm going to use only the front loop. So if you see here we have a V. This here is the front loop and this is the back loop. So I'm just going to pass my needle through the front loop only, so through all the 6 stitches. So this is 1. Come to your next stitch and take your needle out. This is 2. This is my 3rd stitch. 3. Come to your next stitch. This is my 4th stitch, only the front loop. Then the 5th stitch and one last 6th. I think my needle just came out. Okay, so this is my 6th stitch. I'll just take this out. Now at this point I'm just going to tug on this tightly. So if you see, whatever gap was there, that is completely closed. So just pull your yarn tightly and then you can double knot this so that this stays in place. And with that our berry is ready. Okay, so there our berry is done. Now you can take your leaf here. If you want, you can use the darning needle itself to stitch this, or what you can do is you can use your hook to take this out. You can make 2 or 3 per leaf. That's up to you how you plan to do it. So I'm just going to pull the 2 ends out. If you want, you can stitch this, or you can, what you can do is the remaining yarn of the leaf that we didn't hide in, that you can use and tie a double knot. So that will stay in place like this. You can attach 2 or 3 berries. That's totally up to you. And if you're planning to use this as an applique to attach it to something, I would say don't cut this yarn. You can use the same yarn to attach it to any other project. So yeah, that was the tutorial on how to do this crochet holly leaves with the berries. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed making it. Now I do have other crochet ornaments and decorations on my channel. I have put a playlist link in the description box. You can also find it on the end screen. So if you're interested, do check that out. And if you have liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do consider subscribing. So that's all for today's tutorial. See you in another video. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching.